Hi, everybody. This is Latoria here, and I'm here with the parent leaders, Miss Dominique and Miss Cynthia Banks. Hi, ladies. So,
Hello.
hi. So, we're going to go ahead and dive right into our parent voice table talk. And for today, the first question is, what's the best thing that happened to you this year? Best thing. Cricket, cricket. I mean, I know it's only May. We're almost to June, which is halfway through the year. Um, I'm trying to think, what's the best thing that has happened to me this year?
Well, the best thing that happened to me this year is that the school year is about to be over. That's the best thing. And the best thing that happens to me every day and every year is that God keep me alive every day. So that's the best thing. That overpowers everything. So
Yeah, I wake up. I
That's
wake up.
true.
My kids wake up. We're in good health, good standing. The best thing. That's a good question because I mean, it's still early.
Yeah. I mean, I would say the best thing that's gonna happen this
Yeah.
year for me is me getting married. But it hasn't happened yet. So I can't really think of the best thing that has happened this year so far. I mean, like y'all been saying, just to wake up every day, um, despite, what's going on in the world. And I feel like me and my mom's relationship has gotten better. Um, we were really close, like growing up, because it was just me and her, and then she got remarried, and then she then had kids, and I think we kind of like started to like space just started to grow in between us, not intentionally, but I just think like her capacity became more than just me. It became then my stepdad, and then my brother, and then my sister. So I think our relationship just started to change, and we weren't used to that. But I find us finding like our new relationship, me being an adult, and her and me about to, go into marriage, and her being married, like we can connect and talk about things now that we now have some common ground, and we're able to like develop our relationship further. So I would say that's the best thing that's happened to me so far this year. Just seeing how me and my mom's relationship is starting to get back to where it used to be, or finding our new found relationship together. It's been good.
That's beautiful. Like that's what's up. Cause it's nothing like bonding with your mom. You know what I mean? Like that's your mother. You want to have something somewhere where you can connect. I think that's awesome. Like yeah, that's what's girl gang gang. And you know how I feel about my mama. So, but yeah, so I think that's awesome. Like that's something to be like really really excited about, like especially if like you said, the dynamic initially it was just you and her, and then it changed with her getting married and then having actual siblings. So it's like it's a lot of adjustment that you have to go through, and now that you're like you said, an adult, you have your own life too that you're trying to live and maintain. And now that you're getting married, you guys have some common ground, some commonality. Now it's like, okay, you can be, she can be a part of that. She can be a part of that, kind of bringing you guys back together, kind of coming full circle. That's what's up.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, it's nothing like love and relationship, being with your mama.
Yeah.
I miss my mom. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I do. I miss my mom. I have my moments where I break down and cry, but then I have my moments where I'm just like, I'm good. Like I know that I believe in God. I believe in the spiritual realm. I believe that she's in another dimension somewhere or something. But I just feel like she's my guardian angel now. Like when I feel like I want to get a hug, I feel like I'm being embraced. I talk to her as if she's still here, even though I know she's not here, but in the physical. But I don't. I feel like if you hold them dear in your heart and you keep them close to you, hey, like I think that's beautiful. Like yeah, like I'm actually really happy for you. Like that's what's up. Like it's nothing like having a bond with your mom. Like,
Yeah, and I don't ever want it to come across like it was a bad relationship, but
yeah, but
it
I'm
just
just saying, like you guys are coming closer though. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's what's up. That's what's up.
Dominique, did you have anything you wanted to say before we move on to the next question?
No.
Okay, so the next question is, what are your plans for the summer?
I'm trying to have a hot girl summer thing now. I definitely want to. I plan on traveling this summer, like really traveling. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. I'm getting out of here. My sister and I are already talking about planning a trip to Vegas. We're talking about going to Miami or Florida or Orlando or something with the kids. We've been talking about scheduling a trip to go to do like a tour of Europe. Like, I just want to travel. I want to go. I know that it's not that many months for the summer, but we're going to get in as much as we can get in. And of course, definitely getting a new car, because I plan on getting a new car so that I can make these road trips and stuff like that. But I want a road trip. I want to hang out with my kids. I did sign them up for a summer camp. So for the month of July, hopefully they can get out my hair and I can kind of get all this stuff organized so that in August we can kind of hit the ground running. And just, yeah, they're supposed to be going to Texas. And I'm like, I want to go, but look, traveling. That's my plan, my goals for the summer, to travel. Even if it's a weekend travel, I'm getting out of here.
Well, I want to go. I'm trying to plan on going to Pennsylvania to the resort, to this Kalahari Safari. As a resort, like a indoor water park. It's an indoor water park. I went there last summer. I think it was last summer, even 2 summers ago. And I'm trying to plan it for my children again, because I loved it and my children loved it. Although I stayed in the kiddie pool, I was fine with that. I'm fine with that. So, you know, doing anything else from the ceiling, that's not me. I'm not getting on that. If I can't make it to the resort, then I'm gonna just sit on the roof, like, set it off.
I'm not playing with you, Dominique.
It'll be me and my other 2 homegirls up there. I guess I'll be Cleo, because that's how I'm be feeling this summer.
Oh, Lord.
Cornrows going straight back,
That's what I think I need to do to my hair.
Take this
I'm done
wig
with
off
that.
and I'm straight Cleo right there.
Mm-mm.
I'm done with the afro.
But yeah, for me this summer, definitely travel. So me and my bridal party and some of my close friends, we're supposed to do like this pre-wedding turn up, like, hey, let's get out. We've been knocked, we've been on house arrest pretty much with COVID. So let's get out, let's travel. So we're all supposed to go to Cancun in July. So I'm excited about that, to get out and travel with some of my friends. And then it's just gonna be planning this wedding up until September. So that'll be my whole summer.
You excited? It's getting close, like getting crunch time.
Yeah, it's getting close. It's getting crunch time. So every little detail is just happening right now. So I'm liking to see everything fall into place gradually. But at the same time, it's like one of these like nitpicking times. It's like every little detail you're trying to get everything in place, and I don't want to forget anything. So I think that's why I'm like um what's the word? Like, I'm overthinking it sometimes. Like, I'm always thinking about the wedding, like all the time. Wake up thinking about it, go to sleep thinking about it. So yeah. But I'm still excited about it.
It can be nerve-wracking planning something like that.
It's so many moving pieces and you just don't want to forget anything. I think that's what it is. Like,
Are you guys doing a venue, or are you doing it like virtual? Because I know that my husband's cousin, they did a virtual wedding, which I thought was kind of cool. I didn't know they were doing that, but they did a virtual wedding.
we're doing it in person, but we're gonna stream it so people that aren't able to attend the wedding can see it that way. So yeah.
I want to see it.
I want to see too.
Yeah, all you'll have to do is go on our website, and you can watch it.
Oh, shuck it,
Alrighty.
duck it, quack,
I'ma
quack.
get
I'm
me
in the
some
house with some popcorn. Okay. We was on the same page, Dominique. Give me some
Yes.
popcorn, girl.
'Cause I'm always getting some popcorn on some stuff. Girl. If it ain't something nice and wonderful like that, I'm getting popcorn on Brawling. When I be looking outside, I be looking like, oh yeah, they about okay.
You know what? I'm not playing with you.
I do. I miss it around my old way though, just because of that. Because every time I looked out the door, it was something always going on.
It was
like,
live, yeah.
Right now, you look out the door, you don't even hear a cat meow when you hear me. Like,
We can't hear you.
we can't hear you.
You guys can definitely watch it. I'll make sure that you guys see it or get the link. So the next question is, what is your biggest failure and what did you learn from it?
My biggest failure, although I can't say it's a failure because it's a blessing, but I took it as a failure because I didn't get my things done like I needed to get done. Basically, okay, so my biggest failure is having kids right now, like too many, you know what I'm saying? They are a blessing, but then it's like a failure to me because my stuff that I wanted to do is like delayed on a lot of stuff that's going on that I wanted to do for myself. I learned from it is that I can't change back the head of time because if I could, I would start over. I learned basically to just deal with it. That's what I did. I wanted to keep, I fell in love. That's what happens when you fall in love. But not a failure. It's just a failure on my accomplishments. I didn't get done when I wanted to. It's not a failure on my children because they are here. They're a blessing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't look at I never thought of myself as a failure in no regard. I know we make mistakes, but I don't even look at mistakes as mistakes. I look at them as lessons, as life lessons. Like it's an opportunity for me to learn. Like I don't consider myself to have failed at anything. Like if you didn't fail at it, like you just found a way that it wasn't supposed to be done that way. You get what I'm saying? You operated differently. Like I don't think that I wouldn't even consider you have failing, Dominique. I don't know. I just feel like that was how it was meant to go. I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason the way it's supposed to be. And I feel like sometimes rejection is your protection. And I mean that in the regards of the sense that rejection is your protection from a higher power, from God. He's telling you, wait a minute, you're not ready for this. Wait a minute, you don't need this yet. Wait a minute, I'm trying to stop you from getting into something you're not supposed to be in. And so it's like I look at it that way, in that regard. In terms of like making a mistake or falling over, I don't look at it as a mistake. I look at it as a life lesson. The one thing I will say that I struggle with though is my temper. Like I'm still working on my and controlling my emotions and not letting my emotions control me. So if you want to consider that as a failure, then that would be somewhere where I would say I would struggle. Because I get emotional. I'm very passionate about the stuff I do. You guys already know that. And so it's like when things don't go the way I want them to go, I get really fired up. But I'm learning to just take a breath, woo-sigh, and change my perspective, change my view and how I see things so that I'm not looking at it as if, oh, why is this happening? And da-da-da-da. No, okay, wait a minute. This is happening for a reason. Why is this happening? Let me look at it as from the standpoint so that I can learn, not that I messed up or I did something wrong. So I guess that's how I answer that one.
Yeah, for me, I would say my biggest failure, and I'm learning to embrace it and be okay with it, is so when I sat for my licensure exam, my social work licensure exam, and I didn't pass and I failed, like I felt like I was in. I was like, my life is over. I'm never gonna pass this test. I just felt like I just wasted so much of my time going to school. I was like, I shouldn't been in school or whatever, and I still failed. Like, I just felt so like I just kept beating myself up over it. But also, I think about, well, what would have happened if I passed the test? Would I even be at Furman? Would I even be in the position that I am now? or would I have just because I would have had other opportunities, would have entertained those opportunities and never even thought of Furman once, like, or where I am now. So I definitely think that that played a role, that definitely played a part. But at the same time, it also made me learn to not be afraid of failure because I think that's one of my biggest issues with myself. I'm such a perfectionist. I don't like to fail. I don't like things to not go the way they're supposed to be planned, or, I don't like that. So when it comes to me planning things and doing things, I'm very nitpicky about everything. Like, and if I
We
feel
know we work with you.
I feel like something's out of line, something is off, it's not looking right, something ain't flowing right. I see anything, I'm like, no, this ain't gonna work. So, um, but I'm trying to learn to just be okay with every time I'm not gonna pass everything. I'm not gonna be perfect at everything. All I can do is put my best foot forward and try my best. So I'm supposed to go and take my licensure exam again this year. I've been procrastinating and kind of putting it off because I've been dreading the possibility of me not being successful again. But I'm trying to also have a more positive mindset about being successful this time around.
It's crazy. I took my praxis 6 times before I actually passed it in order for me to get my certification to teach. So I understand what you're saying. I know that feeling, like you put your all into it. I'm not a great test taker. I get really, really anxious when I have to take tests. And I'm like watching the clock and watching the clock. Wait a minute, I don't know this, I'm not sure. And it's like I'll second guess myself on some of the answers, even though I know what I'm supposed to put. I get nervous and I get really anxious. And like I said, I took my test 6 times, but if it's something that you know that you really are adamant about and you really, really want, go for it. Now I will say this, since you brought that up, that is an area where I feel like I did fail at, in a sense, because I finally got my certification and I substituted, but I've never had my own classroom. And I've always wanted to have my own classroom, but it's more so of a fear of success rather versus failing at it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm afraid to do it because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to do it wrong. I understand that whole perfectionist like mentality or idea. Like, I had the same thing, but what's for you is going to be for you. When you are ready, it's right there in front of you for you to reach out and grab it. It's all in how determined you are, how motivated you are, how focused you are, how driven you are. Even if you fall down and scrape your knee, you get back up, you dust it off, and you try again. Like Aaliyah said, first you don't see, dust yourself off, and try again, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you need to do. And I pray that you really do get your licensure. I hope I'm saying it right, but I hope you get it. Like, I'm praying for you to get it, because I can tell that it's something that you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? You talking about it like, but you really, really want that.
I mean, to be honest, like, I really didn't plan to get my license. It so basically there's different ways within social work where your license is not really necessary to have. Like, the position that what I'm doing doesn't really require
It,
it,
yeah.
but it's about doing it for myself to know that I can do it.
Yeah.
And that I'm not a failure and I'm able to pass it. So it's really for myself more than anybody else.
Exactly. But that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not like you're not supposed to do it for anybody else. You're supposed to do it for yourself. And when you do it for yourself, you feel that much more accomplished, and you feel a whole lot better about it, because now you give yourself that willpower, that encouragement, that what's the word? It's like it's like a boost. You're giving yourself like that self-love boost. I don't know what the word is, but yeah, it's a boost for your self-esteem. It's confidence in yourself, belief in yourself, trust in yourself. You know what you're capable of. So yeah, like, girl, go get that license and stop playing.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the encouragement. So the next question is the
Load it
current
up.
question of the day, and that is, how do you feel about Derek Chavez's lawyer filing for an appeal stating he didn't get a fair trial? So how do you feel about the trial that happened? And basically they're saying like, no, like he didn't get a fair trial. He needs to get a new trial and all that. So how do y'all feel about that?
Baloney.
The lawyer basically, okay, we all know, and we all know this. If the police was going to be not guilty, we know it was going to be a riot. Period, point blank, it was, because they was waiting. You know, they didn't get the riot because he was guilty. The lawyer just want Baltimore to riot. That's all. That's all. It went down too good, guilty, and that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, everything's fine. Now he want to start it back up. He literally said it was someone in the jury that was apparently supposed to be 9 years old. That's what they said, and wasn't supposed to say, or it wasn't supposed to do, a judgment on his case or whatever. So that was one of the reasons too that I seen when I was watching the court TV, because that's why I seen the trial at.
And 90, like 90 years old?
9 years, it was a child. 9 years old was one of the jurors.
Oh, wow.
And they were saying that he didn't get a fair trial, but like I said, we all know he got a fair trial. He killed the man.
You said
like,
a 9-year-old?
Yes, I seen it on TV.
Like, you mean a witness?
Witness.
On TV.
I'm about to say they ain't got no jurors.
Yeah.
A witness. Okay.
Yeah. My fault. Yeah, that's
that has to be traumatic. At 9 years old, you saying something like that. That has to be extremely traumatic. Like, I don't think that child's ever going to forget that. So why would you even want to even go through the process of doing that again and subjecting that child to something like that? And especially,
like, I'm trying to figure out what type of trial did the lawyer thought that he was going to get. Like, he's guilty. He killed the man. You cannot defend that. It's not even no point of him having a lawyer. It wasn't no point. You going down for that man murder? Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
they just want Baltimore to riot. That's what they want. So they're gonna get what they're looking for.
I hope not.
I mean, I don't wish for any mistrial on anybody, and I can see how the lawyer would argue that, there was people fearful of what results might happen if he was not guilty. But at the same time, I don't think evidence or any evidence could really support him enough to get the not guilty verdict. So regardless, if there was no fear of any riots happening, I think the verdict still would have been guilty. So I don't think that he needs to get another trial.
I didn't follow the whole case. I didn't watch it or anything, but like I was on the phone with my sister, and my sister followed the whole case the entire time from the beginning all the way to the end. And what I did hear from her watching, I'm just like, I just feel like that was just really sad. Like, I don't think anybody should have lost their life in any way, shape, or fashion like that. That's just insane. And then the fact that he did lose his life at the hands of this man, like, yeah, you don't feel guilty on your own self. Like, you don't feel any type of remorse whatsoever. You really still want to try to like not take accountability for your actions. Like, I don't understand that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that he should get a retrial. Not in the sense that, like, they did anything wrong, but I feel like he should understand, like, I killed somebody.
Right.
Like, bro, I killed somebody. Like, say that out loud and hear yourself saying that. Go back and watch the tape.
He was sitting there in the courtroom. David Sharp, when they was asking them, like, what is your answer? Guilty or not guilty? He was sitting there looking back and forth, like, if he ain't nobody's, like, he's not supposed to go to jail. He was just sitting there like, is you serious? Like, he was looking back and forth like, guilty, what? Like, yes, my guy, you are guilty. Like, come on.
He said, my guy.
I just don't understand. And then he just walked off, like, and they were saying something to him. I cannot believe the lawyer even curled his lips up to even say that he got a mistrial. He got the right trial to me, and he's guilty. That's all that he needed.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I think we need a reform of our judicial system too, though, just off the strength of like multiple officers having the same types of, outcomes and situations, and a lot of them just kind of like got a slap on the wrist, in this instance. I do feel like justice was served. It is unfortunate that someone lost their life, but I don't feel like we should, like, it needs to stop. Where is the love? Where is the love?
Yeah. I agree though. I agree. So those are some good points. Very good points. I think we had a really good conversation, but this would not be concluded or finished without getting our funny question of the day from Miss Dominique. So, Miss Dominique, what funny question of the day do you have for us?
All righty, back at it again. Right. Funny question that we have is a hot dog a sandwich? Why and why not?
Bro, it's on bread.
That's one. But see,
Sandwich
sandwich,
between two pieces of bread. So
right?
yes.
It's
Sandwich
on
is 2
bread.
pieces of bread. Yeah, so that means you get that hot dog and you split it down the middle, then you cut it in half, put it on both pieces of bread. That's a whole sandwich right there. So yes, it's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed, because
I
it's
think we
gonna
all
fill up
agree.
that bread.
We all agree it is a sandwich. A
It's
hamburger is a
Yes.
sandwich. A
Yeah.
hot dog is a sandwich.
Okay, how do you guys take your hot dogs? That didn't sound right.
How do you eat
make
them?
your hot dogs?
What do you put on them?
Guys, how do you make your hot dogs? What do you put on your hot dogs?
Mustard and relish.
Mustard, gang. I can do relishes. I can.
Yeah, I like the golden mustard.
The spicy brown.
Yeah. But it don't even be
Yeah.
spicy though. But it don't
What
be
she made
spicy.
that face? She said no.
It don't be
It's
spicy
too
though. 'Cause see,
sweet.
I fixed this. I was one time I fixed my sandwich up. A hot dog. Like I put lettuce and tomatoes on it. I fixed it like a real sandwich.
It's
Like
actually good.
I was in the kitchen throwing down. I grilled that daggone hot dog. Like I grilled it. And I tore it up. Yeah, that was good. I mean tore it up like Tasmanian devil. Gone. Good.
I remember back in my days, I used to get off the subway and go right there to 7-Eleven and get my 2 for $2.
Girl, you took it back. They still got that too.
The best hot dogs is the one down Leicester Market.
What's that
The
one?
hot dog station. I forgot, but the hot is
It's
it's
not
by
like Johnny's.
Marley's. It's by Marley's Carryout. I mean, Cold Cut Station.
I know you talking about Mary Marvin's.
Yeah, but see,
Is that still down there?
Yeah, that's the best one. But the thing is, I can't eat that no more because they don't do turkey, nothing. So I don't eat beef anymore. So but yeah, when you grill a turkey hot dog on a grill, that's more better. Hmm
I can't do turkey hot dogs or chicken hot
I
dogs.
grilled it on there that time. I grilled it on there. I'm gonna grill it again because my son's birthday is May the 30th. I had a little cookout for him, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna put that on there because I got me some Luna Four. Well, I'll put me fried cabbage in there, grilled cabbage with shrimps in there. Yes,
Oh, sound good.
yes,
I'm coming to your house, Dominique.
Yeah, I got 5 children. You always gotta make up a meal sometime.
That sound good, girl. Now my mom used to make us when we were kids, and it sounds weird, but cabbage and hot dogs. Like she actually used to cook it like that. Now that you bring that up, like she used to do cabbage. I'm like, Mom, that don't even mix, but it actually does taste good together. Grilled cabbage. I'm coming over your house. I want some shrimp and some grilled cabbage.
I put the shrimp inside the cabbage and put it on the grill. Put it in there, you put your seasoning on, you put a little oil in there so it won't stick to the aluminum foil, of course. And then just let it sit on there and cook like the rest of it. Yeah, it tastes good. It got a nice grilled flavor. Yes.
A smoky flavor, yeah. I can't do
turkey hot dogs.
Oh, chicken.
Wow, that is good.
No.
They is good.
No, maybe if I boil them on the stove, okay. Yeah. But no, I'm not putting them
when you grill them and it has a better flavor because there's a lot of people that I know that say they can't eat turkey hot dogs, but when I told them to grill it, they said it tastes much better than boiled because boiled is taking out the flavor. So when you boil a hot dog too long, it's like no more flavor and it's just like a rubber ducky pencil. It's just.
I'm gonna tell you what I do though. When I do the turkey hot dogs or the chicken ones, I put them in the broiler.
Mhm.
I'll do them that way, but I ain't
Never
back-
boil a hot dog that long because it takes the flavor. Like I said, it's just a rubber
them
duck
chicken
like
hot,
this.
they just be, they remind you of like Vienna sausages or something. I like Vienna sausage, but nah. You got, if I'm gonna put it on the grill, I need a beef hot dog. I'm sorry. Every time I grill, I need a beef hot dog. It has to be a beef hot dog.
I'm not gonna lie. You know, I eat turkey hot dogs because I don't really eat red meat, but I do think beef hot dogs taste better than turkey hot dogs. Even though they're not better for you, they taste
Yeah.
better. But yeah.
The
See,
turkey
but-
hot dogs, the Genio turkey hot dogs, Genio, they are the best ones.
now
Genio
I'll give you that because I've had those before. They are good. They
Mhm.
are good.
The bars, bark, and all them other ones, they don't have no flavor. It's just the Genio
Yeah.
ones. The Genio ones had the flavor. And them the ones that you can put on the grill that really taste like, last time I put it on there, the Genio, it tastes like a sausage for real.
A sausage, yeah.
Yeah.
Now see, I can do the turkey ones like that. But like if I'm just like, say for example, when I'm going to the market and I know for a fact that I want a hot dog and I'm gonna put it on the grill, I'm
Mhm.
only buying beef to put on the grill.
Yeah,
If I'm just
it
gonna
tastes-
buy it just to buy it, like just to have in the house, just me and the kids,
Yeah.
then I'll get like the turkey.
Because I
or
buy
chicken.
everything turkey now, and turkey SK sausage tastes good too.
They do. I
They
like
taste the
turkey
same
bacon,
exact way
the
as the
cured
regular.
turkey bacon though. I don't like that
I
other
like
stuff.
turkey bacon only you put it in the oven, let it get crispy. Let it get
No,
crispy.
it gotta be the cured kind.
I get butterball. I get the butterball turkey bacon.
Well,
Put it in the
I'm
oven, gotta be
gonna-
crispy to eat it.
I'm gonna have to stop y'all right here because it is too late in the day to talk about some food, and I have nothing on my stomach right now. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say thank you to the parent leaders, Miss Dominique and Miss Cynthia, for joining me here on Parent Voice Table Talk, and thank you to everybody that's watching. Bye. We'll see you next time.
See you later.